Whoa. Alrighty. So, in the interest of efficiency, I'm just going to do this from now on. Because this is I have to look at the light, and I'm hoping that is better. I'm gonna have to put like a little. See, this is the professionalism that you're going to have to use if you want to do all these. You have to know where the camera is. You have to know what to do. There's all these tasks that really take a long time. It's almost distracting to see the monitor when. So I immediately know that a laptop is not as good for this certain thing, whereas it's because the camera is closer to the screen on a phone, and so I have to learn to project to this light. This is what people have been doing for a long time, and I have to tell myself constantly to not look at the reflection. I can probably even take the reflection off. I wonder if hopefully if I go out of here, I wonder if it's still streaming. It looks like it. So I can't put the screen down. What an absolute onslaught to have all of this going on. I'm going to change the screen away, and that way I can then focus on whatever, and I'll give myself a little bit of time to do this. You probably already noticed, if you've watched anything of mine before, that this is way different. It's because I'm not projecting towards a person. I'm projecting towards nothing. So that's probably, I don't know, it's hard to know whether that's something. I feel weird now. I feel weirder than I did talking to myself projected. It was never talking to myself. It was just myself, the reflection, or the monitor was something to put my focus on, like I was speaking to someone else. So that was pretty good. This would be pretty easy to fix. I guess I would just need an external camera, which I actually have somewhere, and I'd put it smack bang in the middle of the monitor, and that way I could then look at that. So I'm going to try and make it really snappy because I'm trying to condense. It just took me it's 1 o'clock, and I had a bit of a sleep, and I got up at 9. So it took me that many hours to have a coffee and catch up on the last 14 years of my diary, in order to ground myself in what's going on, where we've been, what's happening, and where I'm going. Something that surprisingly nobody does. Nobody does this anymore. And it's a big commitment. And so this video is I'm going to condense basically that 14 years into a snippet, into whatever this live ends up being. And I'm doing it live because I always was doing everything live. And that way, when it comes to next year, all I have to do is watch this short video, and then I will condense that down in order to streamline my day. So I'm thinking of my future self. I've always been thinking of my future self when I'm doing all these things. It's just obviously last year I was in a very different circumstance. The world was in a very different circumstance, and that's why there was so much. There's a couple of cool songs in there that I liked. So basically I have a year to think about. It's like, well, Shannon, now you've just got this condensed video that condenses all of that. And if you want to reshare the songs, you can reshare the songs, and they will just keep getting reshared. And if I have other songs, I'll reshare them. And it's like what every person's ever done, whoever does anything. Like musicians, I think they reshare what they've done. That's how I've decided to go forward. So onto the condensing. I've shared a video from last year that I couldn't share to my children's mother because I was under a restraining order and under a suspended sentence, I think. Still, the timeline gets so difficult when people start modifying, like interrupting your life and then not talking about it, which is the phenomenon that's happened. And I've been there documenting the whole thing. So there's no doubt that this has been a massive inconvenience because you can see it. That's why I've continued to do it. So I've shared that on now because I'm legally allowed to share it, but then I couldn't find any of them because they've all blocked me. So they don't exist here, and I've chosen here. So I'll share this to Facebook. Facebook is the place you can find me. It's like my house, I guess. It's my house, and I have there's a box there where you can leave a note and I will get it because I'm going to be there every day because it's my diary. I've just told you it's my diary. I've just gone back and looked at 14 years. It's the best diary there's ever been. And that's what Zuckerberg should tell everyone instead of telling him that it's a social network. It's kind of a social network. It's like my diary, and it's the place where you can find me because I am kind of abandoning most of what existed, or I'm in the process of sorting that out. And so this is the only place. I don't want to have a telephone attached to me at all points. I'm completely saying, no, that was a mistake. I don't like that concept. I check this daily. And so daily, there is a place where you can get a message to me and I can find a phone or I can call you on here if you need to get in contact with me. And this is the only people that have this really, well, no, everyone has this, right? That's what I was saying about the light on my phone. The only people that would have the option to, the light on my watch, would have the option to present me the light would be my 3 children and my current girlfriend. Just checking that we're still recording and we're at 7.5 minutes. Yeah. And then the rest is kind of like my business. That I don't have to make public. I felt I did need to make it public because there was a big mess going on, and now it's like I've gone through that process, come out the other side, and now I'm here. I've set clear boundaries as to what my life involves. And if you'd like to continue to pry into my life, you'll have to pay me, or you'll have to actually interact with me. Basically, you've got like a little glimpse. Like you got this weird, like I left my curtain open on my diary. Bunch of people, like I don't know, did some weird behavior, and now I've come through that. When I look at my diary, I can clearly see that process. It's like, don't ask me how, because it's my shorthand. It's my own shorthand of my own life and how I'm navigating it. I don't have to explain it to anyone. Yeah. I think it's mainly the fact that we had these phones and these like masterful spy devices attached to us with phones and cameras and all these things. And I just played a big long game with that whole concept and rejected the whole thing on behalf of my family. So now my family doesn't have to go through that bullshit, because as the head of my family, I'm saying, well, in this family, at least from your father's perspective anyway, we don't carry phones around. We don't communicate via police. We don't communicate via threats and paperwork in the mail or any of this shit. We communicate here civilly, and we present ourselves like this. Or we arrange for an in-person meeting. This is the only acceptable forms of communication. And then I am basically, on behalf of all of us, negotiating with the state and with the country and with the Crown in order to make that arrangement law, and so that I can actually make a plan for the future and rid my entire family of this hideous video game of handheld insanity. So I won't be doing that. And then I guess from here will kind of emerge. Like here, there's a lot of housekeeping I have to do on this video today. And in the future, there won't be housekeeping. There'll be, I can't see if there's someone watching. So it's like there is someone watching, which is weird. I don't know who that is. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of housekeeping being done today. And then from now on, there won't be housekeeping. I can just kind of talk about what, because the internal dialogue of my diary, it's like, that's for me. That's for me to do. I'll just talk about, like, if something comes up, the friction between what I'm seeing in my diary and what I'm seeing, say, on the news or in the world, then I'll address it here. It's like a daily family address for myself, my 3 children, and I guess my girlfriend. It's like that's, and anyone can watch it because I'm not hiding anything. I'm not ashamed of anything that I'm doing. There's nothing nefarious. I'm trying to work out something that is stable. I'm not just grabbing the entire bowl full of fucking lemons that was given to me by my forebears and carrying it with me. I'm like, fuck off. A lot of those fucking lemons look like this, and the phones look like this, and the fucking gossip looks like that, and the media looks a lot like a moldy fucking lemon as well. And so, yeah, I'm putting up a wall between my mother's generation and mine. And this is where it exists. If they don't want to participate here, then I guess they can just fucking keep continuing on doing what they were doing. But there is no type of third-party participation in my life any further. You do not participate in my life via the police, via hospitals, via doctors, via lawyers, via fucking anyone if you haven't first shown up here and actually attempted to communicate with me. Yeah, that shortcut is no longer a viable solution for you to interfere with my life, basically, in the most polite, friendly way possible that I could ever do. So I guess the housekeeping's done. I guess I've swept up all the fucking leaves and all the grass clippings and all the dog hair and all the fucking bullshit cigarette butts and ash and nonsense and spilt drinks on the carpet and everything that has happened in the last couple of thousand years. And I'm stamping a new paradigm here. And this is what I'm going to do. Yeah. This is it. Because obviously this is what's needed. I don't know what my children are going to do. I don't know where they're going to live. I don't know how they're going to do anything. But if they wish to participate in the family is here. The family is right fucking here every day, and there's been no excuse, and you have to, at this stage, not participate, and so you will not benefit from anything that you could possibly benefit from this family. Okay, so you are members of the duty household, basically, is the best way to think about it. If you would like to re-enter my household, you can participate in an adequate level of communication. Yep, and I hope I've cleared all the ground for that. And there won't be any, as I said, no third-party interaction. If anyone from the duty household, especially the 2 moronic heads of that household, wish to receive any information from me, they can do it themselves. And they can run the gauntlet that they created. And as soon as there is adequate communication, there'll be, of course, oh yes, what would you like? How would you like to progress forward? And what have you done to stabilize or to give us any type of forward vision for the future? There's nothing. So that burden has been firmly put on my shoulders whilst being attacked by you. So you can drink. There's no other way about it. So yes, this is where I'm existing. I guess this is good for Zuckerberg. I guess this is good for Google. I'm on a Google Chromebook again. I won't use a handheld phone. They were amazing. I think you can use one. Like I'd almost buy, it's just so complicated. It's like, the phone is kind of okay. I think it's the fact that the phone is attached to it is the bit. It does too many things. I suppose like a really nice portable video camera and digital, like that's what it is to me. And I've used it to create art and to create like and to document a really weird time in history. It's like it was like that. And now I just really wish to not do that. I feel like I've done that as like a project, and there was a lot of stress involved in that because I was shining or documenting this really, really traumatic, weird time in history. And I took it upon myself to do that, and that's there. It's always going to be there. So now it's like a different, because I'm trying to, I've gone, okay, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this. I don't see any, I've removed that disruptive nonsense from my family. And so I don't need to document, if I document, it's like, it's back to like happy snaps, which is what, that was the luxury the previous generation has. Like you were taking happy snaps. Oh, great. That must have been fucking fantastic that you're taking happy snaps of your photo of your family and shit. You weren't, but it's like you're neglecting the exposure of things that you exposed us to. And it affected us differently. It affected the boomers way differently than it affected the Gen Xers, the millennials and the fucking thing. And I think mainly because I had two older siblings that were Gen X, and I was like this forgotten, like tail end Gen X fucking tag along that was just inconvenient, really. And that's how I felt. I think that's how my brother felt as well. And it's just clear. The way that my mother operated throughout this whole thing was as that. We were an inconvenience to her perfect strategy of marrying a guy and taking his shit. And it's that's the mockery. And then it comes third hand again when my children's mother tries to do the same thing in some weird fucking way. And I'm like, okay, no more of this. How about you start answering the questions, all of you, all the female cohort of this entire country, as to what exactly it is that you're fucking doing? What on earth are you all doing? Where are we headed, basically? Like you're forcing us in the car at gunpoint by the police, drinking and driving at fucking full speed off a cliff. And so it comes out, it's like, if the police get notified of anything I do, yes, the report I'd like to report, which I'm not going to because I don't do that, but if anything, if say any member of any police, the federal, state, or local, whatever police, Waypol, get to here, and they go, right, what are we going to do about this guy? Well, my claim right now here is to go, well, my mother is drunk and disorderly on pharmaceutical medications. My children's mother and their stepfather are drunk and disorderly. So I'm putting through a claim here. If you get to here trying to research what's going on with this guy, that there's whatever, you get to here and you go, well, he seems to be returning that and saying that they're being drunk and disorderly. And then everything makes sense, I think. And they're interrupting my attempt to salvage my historic traditions, my customs of everything. So this is a big deal. And within my customs, there was a respect for the police. The police have clearly lost their ability to respectfully deal with all parties involved, and they are under the influence of ultra bias policing to appease a kind of media created paradigm of utter gendered violence, which doesn't exist. It's like, how much trouble have I gone to make it so certain that there is absolutely no violence going on? I created an entire new paradigm of communication in order to make a non-violent thing. That's a lot of work. And that was all taken on voluntarily in response to your overreach in almost every area of my life. And so, yeah, if anyone from any police thing has gotten here, this is what I'm doing, and I've taken the responsibility to do this. And yeah, I guess in legal precedent, anyone can latch onto that. And I'd kind of encourage people to do that, especially fathers. You need to build your own castle, and you need to set down the rules as to how you are going to operate in this ever encroaching digital nonsense. And this is how I would suggest you do it. You say, I don't have a phone on me. I don't want to carry a mini computer around. If I have computing to do, I'll do it on the computer, and then I will be in the world. As long as I don't feel threatened by that technical world, which I have, which is why I had to do all this, then everything will be fine. And now I hope that we're back in a paradigm where it's like that technical world is all failure. Digital money on a phone, anything connected to that phone is classed as connected to a class A narcotic. So if you're using Tap and Go, I see you as a drug dealer, and I'm allowed to make that decision. You may as well have fucking Hell's Angels or fucking Gypsy Jokers or fucking Rebels MC all over you if you're using Tap and Go on a digital phone. That's what you are. You're a criminal. You're connected to a criminal enterprise that is absolutely destroying the world. And if I see four of you, associating with each other, then I know you all use digital currency. Then you're associating in public as a criminal enterprise. That's how I see it. I will never in a million years use any digital currency ever again. Ever. So, yeah. But there's a lot of work involved in that. It's a rejection of an entire paradigm that has failed in utter catastrophe across the world. So, you'll be respectful when I figure out all the thing. That ought to do it. 25 minutes. I hope I hope you're having a good day if you're here, whoever these two people are. John Leslie Wright. I don't know who you are, and you've put shit emojis. Wow, what a fantastic fucking legendary person you are. I don't know. This is the most confusing shit ever. Yeah. All right. I wonder how you even get the notification to that. That's so to a live that has never happened before on a channel that doesn't have anyone on it, and a person with just a J. I don't know who you are. There's nothing. Anyway, what a nonsense, grubby mess this fucking digital world is. I think too much privilege has been given to these dark, weird fucking people that watch shit on Sonny Matthew. Yep. Another fucking shit. This is the fucking most hilarious thing. Like in 2 years, we'll be able to find you all and grab you by the back of your fucking necks and force you to explain why you do this. That's the next thing that's coming. So I guess it's just so weird. Like, this is the fucking most strangest thing, really, I can ever imagine from this perspective. Some people, but I don't even. It's like I can't even begin to imagine what is going on with these people. And they're the one. But I'm glad. It tells me at least a few things. I wonder whether this will get better. I think live is a better thing. I've never done a live. Yeah. Oh well. And it's going to be fucking annoying if this doesn't store, but it should store. I wonder why Russell Brand and that never decided to go live. little tiny bit like disappointed in that, I suppose, if they wouldn't go live. Kind of filibustering. So yeah, now it's on record. I have a clear direction forward, and hopefully less moldy fruit in the bowl from now on, I guess. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I went through in today's diary that needs to be addressed. Not really. I haven't been informed enough towards the news today, and I'm kind of setting my own thing away from that. Yeah, okay. Good first go. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. If you haven't put a shit emoji on my thing for some odd reason, you strange, odd fellows.